Hey, how are you, Bert? Nice to meet you. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Oh, so that's what I was smelling. What is that?
What?
What you got in there?
Altoid?
That's what it is. Can she borrow one of her breasts really, really bad?
Oh, that's just hurtful.
And right before you came in, she's like, does anybody here have any gum? And I'm like, what, are you going to kiss her this morning?
She asked for a mint. She asked
Coffee breath, man.
Because she can't smell it from over there.
Yeah, right. Woo!
Hailee Steinfeld joining the Bert Show this morning. How are you?
I am great. Thank you. How are you?
Great. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Are you going to let me embarrass you just for 1 second?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so Hailee, I have
You're
a
in.
hypothetical dating scenario for you.
You are
Okay.
such an a-hole.
I know I am.
You
Now,
are-
this may or may not be a true story of something that happened to somebody on the show.
I guess you can probably guess who did this.
Okay.
All right, so you're out to dinner with a guy. You've been out like 3 or 4 times. And you guys went and you got Mexican food, and you're sitting at the bar together, and you're eating, and you get a little piece of rice stuck on your cheek.
Okay.
So the guy that you're on a date with reaches over and takes the rice off
Hold
your
on. It
cheek.
gets better. Don't jump the gun.
Don't eat it.
Eats it.
Oh, really?
What would you do? How would you react?
Hypothetically, because nobody would really do that.
Of course,
Oh.
nobody would do that, Bert, because that's insane.
Clearly.
What
What would I do?
Yeah,
Right.
what would you do?
What would I do? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I would know how to react. I don't know if I would think that was really awesome or like, wow, just no. That's weird. That's weird.
Just
Would
be
you be
stunned?
would you be so stunned that you would just get through dinner and then not return his text ever again?
I'd let him off a little easier, but yeah, that'd probably be the end.
Deal breaker.
Well, that was a far-fetched scenario.
I mean, no one would do
No
that
one
in their
would do
right
that,
mind. No one
right.
eats food off someone's face.
On
Wow,
the
that's-
fourth date, you
Fourth
know?
date.
I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it happened.
You're like, I didn't know what to do with my hands. It just was there, and I
don't
figured I was a
know.
little hungry. We were eating.
I really like that. That's so not me, and I've been apologizing all morning long to this girl, and it came out of nowhere. That is so not me. I'm even embarrassed talking about it again.
That is so
Yeah.
funny.
It was rice.
Right?
Oh
It's the
my
worst.
It wasn't
god!
even something good like bacon. We've talked about that. Or...
Well,
It
what
was
is-
rice.
I know.
Was it really worth it?
Well, I don't eat a lot, so that was half of my calorie intake for the day. What is the strangest thing, without naming names, that has ever happened to you on a date, which was a deal breaker?
Guys, I'm 19. I haven't really been on dates.
Oh, come on.
And like, this is a career woman we're talking about here. She's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, no, I haven't had anybody eat rice off my face, so
That's a
I'm
tough
off
one
to
to
an
beat.
okay.
When we start with eating rice off of somebody's
don't know.
face,
Right,
it's
you
hard
can't.
to
You should have asked me to begin
follow
with.
up. So I'm interested in what you initially said. And is that true or not? At 19 years old, you're just not. You haven't gone out on a lot of dates.
No,
Is that
not
true?
really. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Guys don't ask you out?
yeah. They do. I just don't go.
Oh, good.
She doesn't look at her mentions on Twitter a lot. What you got me? What you got me?
Are you tough to get a date with?
No, I mean my schedule doesn't lend itself to being easy with
Right.
that sort of thing. But I don't want to make it like no,
Yeah.
I'm very hard to get a date
So
with.
you're
No,
not on Tinder, is what you're trying to tell us.
No, I'm not.
See, she's
Yeah.
busy.
Well, it's hard to date when you're on tour.
I was taking a look at your Wikipedia page yesterday, which we all know is 100% accurate.
I was gonna say, you want to know anything about me?
Yeah, go to Wikipedia. That's the place to go. And I realized that there could be a potential problem that I think we can nip in the bud today.
Oh,
All right, so Hailee Steinfeld is an American actress. That part is true.
yes.
Model and singer. All right, it's like I immediately read it. I'm like, she's just good at everything. She's
boy.
good at everything. So I need to know, to make you more real as your branding manager, the 3 things about you, Hailee Steinfeld, that are not good. The things you cannot do well.
Oh my gosh. There's so many things I can't do well. Unfortunately, I think I've laid all my talents out on the line. So that's, I have no secret, cool talent. Everybody always asks, like, what's something you could do that nobody knows? And I'm like, everybody knows. So
So you're out at this point. Like, you can't mime. You
No.
can't do magic tricks.
No.
Talent exhausted.
no,
Okay.
I wish. That would be a goal. Magic tricks. I'm working on it.
The thumb one.
You know
just
what I mean?
Take your thumb off.
I'm still even working
Quarter
on that
behind
one.
someone's ear. Why not?
What am I not good at? I wish. Okay, so I really like to cook and bake, but I'm not good at either making it look good and taste good at the same time. It's either one or the other, right? So it
Okay.
either tastes good but looks like
Understand?
or it looks great and doesn't taste good. So I'm not good at that. I am not good at What else? What are you not good at? Help.
Oh my
Bert's
God.
not good at dating.
Clearly.
Clearly.
I'm very good at carb loading, obviously, with Bryce.
I'm really bad at driving. I run over curbs all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's like my favorite pastime is to run over curbs.
I actually love to drive.
Yeah?
I had a very great teacher in my brother who is a NASCAR driver.
Oh,
So
is that right?
Oh, that's sweet.
It's in you.
I can fly over the curbs.
Do you like to drive fast then, I'm assuming? Is that something that's like genetic and runs in the family?
I actually do. I don't like driving when he's driving fast, even though he's obviously way more experienced and know what he's doing, but I like to be in control. Otherwise, I feel like, things could go wrong. But I like driving. What are things I'm not good at?
Yeah, there's got to be. Come on. I'm not good at radio.
Yeah, I'm an awful dancer. I'm a safety hazard on the dance floor. Pretty big.
I'm a safety
Give her a
hazard.
little sample of what you mean.
Well, I'm like one of those inflatable men on the side of the road.
Stop, I love those.
Yeah,
I
see?
imitate
Okay,
those
then
all
I
the time.
found my fan base right here. Hailee Steinfeld.
I'm really bad at painting my nails. I wish I could do it. And I'm not very good at doing my makeup, especially because I feel like every time I try and do it, I'm in a moving car. So that doesn't really
Weren't you guys
help
just
me.
talking about that this week about the cat eye thing?
The cat eye, the liner, because you'll always get one eye perfect, but then
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
no.
eye is like let's be honest, he's just being a complete dick.
Yeah.
And then it gets big, and then you go over to here and just like to even it out, and then
No,
before
it's
you know
just-
it, it's a hot mess.
Like, who punched that chick? Jeez.
Right?
True.
Do you have a team of people as soon as you wake up in the morning? Like, I imagine you're sort of like a NASCAR. You wake up in the morning and there's a pit crew of people around you going, wear this. Here's your makeup.
Oh,
Here's your hair.
gosh.
Is
No,
it like that?
in fact, this morning I woke up on the bus and I was like, shoot, I've got 40 minutes. Somebody help me. And so I did have a little help, but I was like in the back of the bus and it's dark and I'm like, my eyes are half shut and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to wear. So, got dressed in the dark.
You
people.
pulled it together quickly and very well.
Yes.
Very well.
As a young woman in Hollywood, I know you have a lot of young females who look up to you and who are inspired by you. I would love to know the one fan story that you've been told that really just you take with you and meant a lot to you.
One experience I had the day I released my first single, Love Myself, I was in New York City and I did this sort of impromptu meet me here at this time, and way more people than I could have ever expected showed up. And there were more girls. The song was playing in the space that we were in, and everybody was singing it. And I was so shocked that within hours everybody knew this song, and so many people came up to me and just said thank you. And it was so weird to me because nobody's ever really thanked me for my work or giving them something that helped them through something or is helping them through something. And so with Love Myself being my first single, I wanted to make sure that it was something that had a message, and I heard it and felt that if anybody else feels the same way that I do about this song, not only will it be a great reminder for them, but one for myself as well. And so having these girls come up to me saying, I'd been admitted to the hospital this amount of times, and this is the only thing that got me through it. Every morning I would wake up, every night before I went to bed, I'd listen to this song. And it's like so crazy because I'm such a fan of music and I feel that way towards certain artists and towards certain songs. And for people to say that to me is really an honor.
Who are some of the artists that have had that impact on you?
Oh, man. The Eagles, Boys to Men, I grew up listening to them. That's like my dad and my mom right there. So that those two probably be the top two.
That's right in your wheelhouse right there.
Yeah, it is.
That classic rock right there.
Motown
Oh, yeah.
Philly and
Oh,
some
man.
classic
The
rock.
Boys to Men.
Jeez.
That's right.
Let's talk about the new single. It is Starving, featuring Gray and Zed, right?
Yes.
Do I have that right? Tell us all about it.
So this is I'm so very excited about this song. Zed and I met a while ago, and we've been talking about collaborating forever. We've been going back and forth and are never in the same place at the same time. So he happened to text me, and he said, I have this amazing track. You've got to come by and hear it. And I happened to be in walking distance from the studio that he was in at the time, and he would not send it to me. He's like, you got to come and I got to play it for you. And I'm like the same way when it comes to showing people stuff. I'm like, I need to sit you down, make sure it's loud enough, and like look you in the eyes when you're listening to this. So I was like, all right, I'm in. So I went as soon as I could, and within 24 hours I met Gray and we cut the record and this thing came together.
Is that, I'm so not attached to that side of the whole industry. Is that a very quick time for it all to come together?
Yeah, I mean, nothing I've ever worked on has come together that quickly. So, I mean, it happens, but this was just, I think, the idea of Zed and I sort of talking about collaborating for so long, and then it happened like that was kind of what was so crazy about it.
Will you lean on that for future projects? Like, well, I mean, this thing came together in 24 hours and it was so good that on the next one, if it doesn't, you're going to think, well, maybe that's just not right.
No, I guess it's like, I'll never forget I did a movie once where it was like 3.5, almost 4 months. And then I did one that was like a month and a half, and I was like, I don't see why anybody has to take any longer than this to do anything.
Cut. We're good on that scene.
Exactly. But no, good things take time, so I'm don't want to rush anything.
It's an exciting time. You got a new movie opening, also, right?
Yes, I do.
With Woody Harrelson, how was it to work with him?
Okay, so good. That guy is a legend. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I think when all is said and done, and I have said this, I'm going to put her in the same category that I put Miles Teller. I am now telling you right now that you will win 2 to 3 or 4 Academy Awards.
In my lifetime?
In your lifetime.
That's it?
When we look at 8 or 9 or 10. I just think that you are really, really great. I think he's a very talented guy also. So I don't know if this has been asked before, but I mean, with everything going on in your life right now, if somebody said, look, Hailee, it's just too much. Too much work. You got to focus on one, and the other 2 got to go away. What's it going to be today?
Oh, well, I'm the only one that decides when it's too much and it's not. So I can't pick between one. I don't see myself doing one and not the other. I love them both equally. And the fact that I'm able to do both is insane. Music has always been part of my plan. It's always been something I wanted to do. I started it around the same time I got into acting, but the acting sort of happened first. And until I was able to do both at the same time, and Pitch Perfect 2 I use that as the perfect segue into making music, and now I'm in it. So I want to, whatever it is that I'm working on in that moment, though, I'm fully focused on that. So luckily, up until this point, it's kind of timed itself out. So we'll see.
Good luck with the new single. Again, it is Starving. Hailee Steinfeld in studio with The Bert Show. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Real, funny. The Bert Show.